I haven't looked at Soma in a while, but it seems like it'd be a really interesting run to do, just in terms of what's going on with that. I don't think I've sat down and watched a full Soma run, but I know I've seen parts of it, and it seems like it follows the trend of horror games end up being broken always for speedrunning. I wouldn't say always, but there's a pretty good track record. I think Outlast 2 is like the main thing I can think of that goes against that, which is weird since the original Outlast was incredibly broken. And then you have Outlast 2 where if you try to do things out of order, the game just kills you. Just weird, I guess. I guess they don't want people straying into areas they're not supposed to go to and skipping the story. It didn't seem like the things they were doing were things that casual players were going to do anyway, so I don't know. I've not seen how Outlast 2 speedrunning is turned into, so maybe it's fine now? I don't know. They just don't like speedrunning. Isn't it awful when people speedrun your game and get people introduced to your game and interested in it? It's terrible. This is how this fight's supposed to go. You're supposed to actually punch her in the face repeatedly. In case I was lost on anyone the last time I did this fight, and I didn't really do that. How dare you enjoy our games so much that you want to play them repeatedly over and over again? Ridiculous. I just like that you just keep... I don't know why she's one of the only people that doesn't like do a different thing if you punch her when you're not supposed to. She doesn't block, she just always has her fists up. She just doesn't care. With the types of games I play, I tend to... The developers and me usually pretty chill. The Hospital devs are pretty cool. I mean, pretty much any of the games I've submit for SGDQ so far, I think all of them, the devs have been pretty supportive of things. I haven't had a bad developer experience in a while for the games I've run, but I usually run like single dev games sort of thing. I don't think this is really... I mean, they put in an arcade mode that tells you your time, so I'm imagining that they're pretty chill with the idea of people speedrunning. Unfortunately, the fact that the in-game timer... The one problem with the in-game timer in this game, I'm assuming it's fairly accurate, but the problem with it is that it doesn't count if you die. You have 3 lives, but it doesn't count if you ever die during a fight. It just counts your finished time, which is a bit of an issue, as you might expect. Thank you, Felix, for the host. Appreciate that. Keep on just a tiny bit too early. Not a big deal. That was interesting. Attack, I hate it so much because it's... Wow, that's weird. It's just like weirdly delayed and it just throws me off. It's too slow. He needs to go faster. If the attack was harder to dodge, it'd be easy to dodge, you know? Should be the 3rd phase? Yeah. I'm not counting like how many punches I've done, but I like kind of have a feel for when like I should probably be. Yeah, I missed a couple, that's alright. Not that much damage. Bombs are really not that bad. It's just when you miss the black bombs, that's when it's bad. Because those are, they let you counter afterwards, so you have to sit through that entire auto-scrolling thing if you miss that. And there's not always a black bomb that he throws, so. If I miss every single other one, but I hit the black bomb, it's kind of alright. Well, I mean, I'll probably die, but you know what I mean. It's some of them. 3, 1, 2, 3. Thought I made it where my bot doesn't post the chat to the stream. Whatever. It's hard. Everything's fine. That was pretty alright. We'll see how this goes. I really don't like this fight. This is the one fight that run that. If I could remove one of them. Like, I wouldn't remove like the hardest fight. I'd remove this one just because it's like kind of weird. I even like the music one better, and the music one is very easy to potato on. Don't hit me, that's rude. Excuse me. I'm just trying to punch you in the face, you don't have to hit me. Very rude. I'm just throwing rats at you, come on. Joke. Just keep doing nothing, it's perfect. Your plan is working perfectly. I'm equipped with 2 socks and not afraid to use them. And I ended up using only one of them, but that's alright. The other one bounced off him because I threw it too quickly. I just wanted to throw a Zoc at him. I didn't want to delay. I didn't want to do the right thing. Oh. This is a very, like, nothing happened that second phase. He just kind of let me punch him. Very kind. No! That's why you don't want to do that. I was really close to distracting him too, and I put the wrong thing in there. They dumped it all out. There we go. Wait a second. Why did he immediately still... That's weird. Oh, well that was just a quick fight. Okay. That was awkward. Oh, I've never gotten S rank on that, so... How did I get S rank? I don't know. I didn't do anything different. I guess I just got lucky. That was weird. I guess he didn't, like, he literally just didn't attack on the second phase. He just let me keep throwing stuff at him. So, I mean, that was nice of him. Not sure how many of these punches you actually have to hit, but it's really not that many. Once it starts shaking, you're fine. They just punch it for fun. R R E E R R R E N E. I have the first 2 phases memorized. I don't have the last one memorized. I have to look at my notes for it. I was literally memorizing it on my drive to work on Friday. Nice, cool. That's really good. One cycled all of them. There's no point to keep punching it. I just, why not? Cool. All right, so far the run's gone really good. We just have Kill Patrick, which we'll see how that goes. Faith, which can go a lot of ways. And then Dark Pato, which I just need to kill in one go. And if I do that, we're good to go. But we'll see. I need to practice this fight a little bit. Oh, I just didn't counter because I didn't feel like it. I'll let him have that one. But yeah, this is like the most traditional punch out sort of fight sort of thing. There's boxing game sort of fight. I mean, obviously since you're boxing someone that is like the boxer. But... this one's pretty easy to counter. One, two. He just alternates between doing 3 and 1 for that attack, so it's not too awful. Should get him next hit, I think. If I hit that. I'm still confused why that is not counterable. The 3 headbutts. Oh, I guess it's next hit. Another headbutt. Gonna get angry, probably. I guess he is just already angry somehow. Just one random punch. Oh, you just did 1. Pretty sure I said that was the easiest attack to dodge earlier, and then just took it for no reason. For some reason I have trouble dodging that usually. Okay, cool. It sometimes fakes out that headbutt and you can like just hold your dodge and be fine. Ah! My punch didn't go off. Interesting. I keep trying to punch a little too early and it's getting me. Not too bad. B is not good. It's not bad. It's alright. The passing grade. We're fine. We didn't die. Repeatedly. Alright. Don't die on faith. Don't be dumb. Thank you for doing this attack first. I appreciate this. For all the new people, this is Faith's worst attack. And she can do it in any of the phases. And you cannot counter after it. You can counter after pretty much every one of her other attacks. Like that one you can counter after, but it's like a really small window. Obviously this one you can counter after pretty easily, but I guess you can't counter being blindfolded, but whatever. You can counter being syringed at least. You never wanted to do that whip attack she does, and she does it way too often. I guess you can't counter that one either, but at least it's short. Alright, we're already in the 3rd phase. Not too bad. I dodged too early. I knew too much. I keep expecting her to do the syringe. She's not done it yet. 4, 5. Nice. Well, I got an entire phase without her doing this, so that was nice at least. She can do this like multiple times in a row. There's no guarantee she doesn't just chain them together, which is very unfortunate. Oh, she just never even tried to. So if she gets you with the syringe, you your controls get flipped. Never tried. That's hilarious. All right, we have Dark Pato, which I've beaten 4 times. I've beaten everyone else like a half dozen times, but Dark Pato is a bit of a monster. The monster was inside us all along. Instead of like the other enemies or bosses, I guess, in the game, where there is like after you do a dodge, there's like kind of a period of time you can attack them in. You can attack him whenever his eye like flickers, and that is the only time you can attack him. And it's always in the middle, like sandwiched between attacks. Like you'll punch him and then he'll do it. Like if you don't punch him, he'll just do another attack right afterwards. Even if you do punch him, he still will. Which is sometimes it's very easy to forget that he's gonna do another attack afterwards, and you just end up taking another hit. Okay, I need to focus. Gave me all the like weird attacks right at the beginning. Give me stuff I can counter. Thank you. There's not a, like not every single attack has a like period you can counter them in. Some of them you just gotta suck it up and dodge. Three hits away from the third phase. And third phase is a lot of the same attacks as the second phase. They're just some of them are extended a little bit, and some of them are a little bit more dangerous. But a lot of the attacks come back, like this one comes back. This one comes back, but it's way different. Not way different, but even a bit different. This attack comes back, but like is actually really hard to dodge. Like, this is what I mean by the attack being extended. If you miss the first dodge for that, you take 5 hits, and you just have to take 5 hits. And you usually can't take 5 hits. Oh, jeez. I completely messed that up. So what happened for that was I messed up the first dodge, and then it queued up. Okay, so I got punched, but what the game can do is if you dodge right as you're getting hit, it queues up that input. So it queued up my dodge input where I was dodging the wrong direction, and then I got hit twice. Then it did the queued up input, which dodged me into another attack, and then I got hit 5 times basically and died. Yeah. That's unfortunate because like every other fight went really well. Unfortunate that he died on Dark Pato. I don't know, I was having some like weird problems where I was missing moves that I knew I could dodge on the second phase early, and I took some damage from that I shouldn't have. I mean, a lot of these attacks, I mean, they're hard, but they're also stuff I've seen a lot now, because I'd spent 2 hours to beat him the first time. But I learned all the attacks pretty well at that point. You want those kinds of attacks. Those two are like really easy to dodge, and they let you do damage. Nice of him to do the attack twice so I could redeem myself for missing that last dodge. Appreciate that. Keep doing that move, please. Oh, there we go. I missed the punch. I didn't miss the punch, but the punch did not go through. Should be near the third phase soon. I think I'm like 1 or 2 punches away. I don't know. I've been doing a bad job of tracking that. I'm just dodging and punching. Oh, this one. Cool. We were 1 punch away. Or 1 move away. This is the thing that killed me last time. Yay! Just, it's really awkward compared to the second phase one. Actually, just gonna focus. Three hits away. Ooh. One. Ow. Thanks. Alright, we got him. Easy. Are we fighting ourselves? We're fighting an evil version of ourselves. The second go through was an S rank at least. I did it. I got a 17-14. The unfortunate thing is I had a death, which I don't feel good about. I don't feel good that I had a death in this run because the in-game time doesn't count it. So there's like 3 minutes of time that should be there that isn't. That's why the in-game timing is kind of weird. Also, I completely forgot to stop my timer or whatever. I mean, I got S rank, I got 17 minutes. 70 minutes, so getting a high 17 was my goal, for at least today.